road trip.
We did.
To Barcelona, Spain. It was our best one yet. We had a great time. Did you have a great time?
Why was it our best?
I think it was the smoothest.
Does that mean best?
We are the Stills family. After 15 years of marriage, 3 kids, and successful careers, we decided to take a left turn and change our lives completely. We quit jobs, we quit the never-ending pursuit of chasing more, and we packed up for a grand adventure through Europe. Along the way, we are rediscovering ourselves and each other, learning what it means to slow down and rest, and finding adventure in the simple and extraordinary. We are Stills in halftime.
Why did we take the long way?
So there's 2 reasons we took the long way. One, we wanted to go through the Pyrenees and just see the mountains. The second is that anytime we drive on a 4-lane or bigger road...
I did not know this was coming. This is not true.
You turn into a different person.
Are you ready for an adventure?
Don't have an adventure.
So fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Here we go.
Dad, stop moving the car multiple directions. It's snowing.
Snow.
Right on the border. When you go from state to state in the United States, there's like a welcome to South Carolina or welcome to Greenville. Like you just have a sign with plants and a statue or something. I mean, when you crossed where we crossed in the Pyrenees from Spain or from France into Spain, there is a tiny little sign, barely. And it's just shocking to me, like you're going to another country. It's just nothing. Some kind of, you have entered into a new country.
There was a sign.
Okay.
There's our entrance, and now we're in Spain. This is the least climactic thing ever. We stopped for gas, and in the gas station, the attendant came out and said,
Hola.
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 Hola, ¿cómo estás?
It's a little confusing. English, French, Italian, Spanish. Here we go.
We drove right in. We got super lucky with our apartment. We don't always nail it, but we did for Barcelona.
Yeah, so we used Plum Guide again.
Yeah.
So Plum Guide's always, not always, but it's definitely a more curated selection. So it was a great spot, great location. We were kind of in the heart of it all. The place was pretty spacious for, you know, a city apartment.
Maybe one day the kids will want to sleep in separate rooms, but not yet. So we kind of have to make it work to get them all in one room sometimes. We got our setup here. 2 kids will sleep here. We have a twin. We move down here. You know, it's a tight squeeze, but we make it work. Hey, buddy. What you doing?
Just getting out all my stuff.
Oh. Oh, good. You just getting it all organized?
Yep.
What a good idea.
Of course, the moment we got there, we opened the doors and we look out the window and we see a sign that says
Gluten-free bakery. And I was like, Jesus loves me. This is it. I have arrived. We had talked about the fact that my expectations were so high going to Barcelona because of what I read about the food there.
Right, and it's not like, it's not Spanish food you were looking for.
I was looking for gluten-free food.
Right, gluten-free food. Like,
it needs to be edible and gluten-free.
I think it's why I like big cities. It's just, you can, if you're hungry, if you want anything, you just head downstairs, go grab it, and it's yours. And Barcelona had a lot of options for you.
The bakery, which funny, I mean, we went multiple times a day to the bakery, and we took our kids there for breakfast one morning as we were like traveling and or going off on adventures. And our daughter brought a goldfish pack, And somebody from the restaurant walked by and pointed to it and said, "That's not gluten-free." And we said, "No." And he said, "You can't have that in here." So, like, we could not even bring a snack for the kids, which I appreciate, but they just took it really serious.
Hey, it's our first dinner. First night. We've been here for all of an hour. We found 3 dedicated gluten-free pizza restaurants close to us.
Bad for you?
Good.
Video.
Don't be on my plate. I got a cookie. Oh, there's the cookie.
Better than P10?
It's so good.
So I think one of the things about big cities that we love, our kids probably not as much, is just kind of the wandering and, you know, going. We have like a destination to get to. One area we wanted to see was like the Gothic quarter. And along the way, we run into this plaza.
There were thousands of pigeons in the center of this park, square, whatever it was. I mean, thousands of pigeons. And it's obviously like a thing. Like, that they are always there. I realized they're selling bird seed, and there are people everywhere who are like pulling these pigeons in. So of course the kids ask if we can buy some bird seed.
Sure.
So we buy some bird seed, and the kids all chickened out.
But you did not.
But I did not.
One of your approaches to having birds kind of attack you is to keep your mouth wide open.
Yeah.
Which to me seems like a bad method, but you went for it.
I did. Thankfully, nothing happened.
Yeah, we came down to the Cathedral Barcelona. This happens, they have this little, we call it a flea market, but this little market going on, a bunch of super old stuff. Really cool.
Found a ring. It actually has my birthstone in it, but they are not cheap.
And we found the bubble guy. So Jenny actually did an audition to become the next bubble maker, so she did well. Oh, nailed it.
I think we're in the Gothic quarter, in front of a church, the Cathedral of Barcelona.
The kids just know if we get near a church, we're going in. It was definitely more of a traditional.
Super traditional.
Yeah, had the sculptures, had all the.
It reminded me of The Sound of Music, the end of The Sound of Music, where all the gates are locked and she's hiding. You've never seen it? Yeah. But I just like, it's very interesting to me that they make these beautiful, super ornate, over-the-top gold sculptures, statues, and they gate them off.
Why do you think that is?
They don't want people to steal the gold?
Yeah, or touch it, or have a little kid run up and
I know,
kick
you
a
just
saint.
think, like, what's the point? Kick a saint.
So we decided to do this kind of mystery, adventure, treasure hunt tour for kids. We thought it'd be like a good, I don't know, like a good kid thing to like keep them engaged, and instead of us just kind of wandering around the city.
Right, which is what you
what
and
we
I
normally
like
do.
to do. Yeah, but we thought it would be like if we can like mystery and clues, and they like to be detectives. So
with the guy, I got the little lowdown of what we were doing. We were basically going to 5 different spots within the city, and we had like to solve a puzzle based on, you know, the structure, and it was very kind of well laid out that this is what you do, and it was going to take an hour and a half.
But they give you a treasure box.
What's happening here?
We're going on the treasure hunt across the entire city.
Do you feel confident?
Not really. I'm hoping that it's anything great.
What do you think is going to be in the box?
Money.
Yeah, and there's a box you get, and at every stop you find a code and you unlock one of the locks that are on the box, and then at the end you open the box and there you go. I think we all started out in pretty good spirits.
So we just solved the first clue for the treasure hunt.
We were all like, let's do this, we're gonna go and have some fun.
It was a lot of walking, and the sights we would not have normally seen. That's one of the things I loved. But the clues were genuinely hard.
You realize like the clues and the like actual way to get the lock undone at every spot, this is not for kids. We obviously figured it out, but the kid part of it, which is why we did it, it like went out the window.
They made it through 2 clues.
But they weren't able to like actually help.
They kept in pretty good spirits.
Yeah.
Until the end. We caught it like a treasure hunt.
Yes.
Because we had a treasure box. Well, shame on me. Huge mistake. Because we get to the end, and when I realized their excitement level for the treasure box, I was like, oh crap. They can only be let down.
There we go.
Okay. Alright. Be a little underwhelming.
Might be a little underwhelming. Smith's hoping for $1,500.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Hang on.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Pins.
3 pins for them to put on their shirt. And our younger 2 were like, that's okay. This was fun. Yes, I mean, we settled on it was fun, but we should have not called it a treasure hunt. So one of the things I was most excited about, I might have been the only one excited about it, was to visit the Basilica Sagrada Familia.
Elsa's tower.
Elsa's tower?
Yep.
The ice tower?
Yep.
You're right.
When you're visiting Barcelona, it's one of the most famous places to go see.
We just finished touring the church. I could have spent a lot more time there, but anytime we go to a church, it's probably just for me. The cool thing is that the inside is meant to replicate nature. So it's meant to look like a forest. And it truly is, it is remarkable. And everything is intentional. Not one measurement, not one thing is left like, oh, well, we'll just make this a little bit longer. So truly, it feels kind of simple because it's not full of statues. Those are on the outside. Gaudi was just incredibly smart and intentional in his design. Everything replicates nature, and it's unfortunate that he was hit by a bus.
We did that, and we purchased, I think, like an upgrade to walk to the peak or the tower of one of these things, and unfortunately we got literally in line to go up, and they told us that you had to be 6 to go up.
Yeah, and it was not clear. We weren't trying to like get one over on him. It didn't say anything when I was purchasing the tickets that there was a limit, and I knew that you could take an elevator up. Everybody takes an elevator up, so I didn't think twice. But
yeah, so we decided not to lie.
With the kids and I, Everly and Smith, we went up, and yeah, I wasn't wowed, but it was cool to go up. You got to see over the city from the top of the tower. So it was cool. Probably the funnest part was on the way down because you had to take the stairs down.
And me and Lennon wandered around, did a little photo shoot with Lennon. And
I think it was the best one yet. What's your score out of 10 stars?
6.
6? Really? I would give it 8.
But that's the same.
They're different numbers.
No, 5 means who cares. 0 means never going back, and then 10 means it's the only place you ever want to go. So 6, 7, 8 are just. Eh.